All right. Okay, we are recording. Welcome to the first Boomerang call of 2017, y'all. Woo! I'm so pumped. I actually completely dropped the ball. And you know how we do first and third Tuesday? And the first Tuesday was definitely the third, and I actually forgot. So that's just the beauty of running your own business. So I'm sorry if anybody was expecting it to be on the third and then it wasn't. I was potentially still a little bit hungover from New Year's. So, I mean, I don't know. Okay, so I just wanted to have a quick chat tonight with you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to be on here. Do you guys want to keep our times at 8:30 on Tuesdays? Does that work for everybody? I mean, you got the people that are on here, obviously.
That's
good. It's good? Okay, so for now, we'll keep them at 8:30 and just do like a 30-minute-ish call so it doesn't run too late. But I wanted to jump on here tonight because Senora Roz and I have been working hard at getting some new training going, and we're going to be implementing this new training, which I am so stoked for. We're going to be implementing it on January 18th, so next Wednesday, and we're going to run it in 2 phases. So it's going to go, phase 1 is 10 days, runs from the 18th to the 27th, and then 2 days off, and then phase 2 is going to run from the 30th to the 8th, I think. But we wanted to run it this way because this is the thing. Setting up your coaches for your new coaches right is so important, right? And duplication is kind of a hard thing to teach in this business, even though it's so simple. And so what we've done is we've taken all the best tips and trainings, yada, yada, from our uplines, etc., and ideas that we think should be included. And we have basically 2 10-day trainings to set people up for ultimate success without being like, you're a Beachbody coach now, go fly. Right? So this is a really nice step-by-step. There's a small assignment that's really helpful every single day. So we're going to run this every month. We're going to try this out for January, beginning of February, and then we'll do it again in March. And so after this first round of 2 10-day trainings, we will like reassess, see what worked, and then we're going to also work on some emerald and diamond trainings too, because I think that's important to have. And we got some goals in this group, so got to get those trainings in there, right? And actually, thank you so much for everybody that sent me back. My PS coaches, I sent a 2017 goals list, and the majority of you have diamond as your 2017 overarching goal between emerald and diamond. So super excited to help you guys build substantial businesses this year. It is so worth being patient. And I've been at the spot where I was like diamond and I was not making as much as I wanted during the week, and I really wanted to leave teaching, and I was like, man, this is hard. Is this gonna work? Is this gonna be worth it? I don't know. And there were times like I remember not in the last couple of months because we've just been killing it, but there were times when I was like, I don't know if this thing is working. I'm not really sure, like financially speaking, because you need to eat, right? A girl needs to eat, and you got to have a savings plan, and you got to pay for some stuff. So anyways, I want to tell you guys from experience, I'm running on my 2-year anniversary in February, which is insane. I've been a coach for 2 years, and I'm not, Roz, I'm totally wrecking this secret. I'm not going to be on a teaching contract next semester. I'm going to be working Beachbody full time. Woo! Because I make more money as a Beachbody coach than a teacher. There, I said it. So for any of you that are like, I want to leave my job, stick with it, okay? Be consistent. That's where Success Club and recruiting and helping your people succeed comes in. And that's what we do, right? So anyways, I'm super pumped up about that. I had to share it with you guys. Woo! So pumped. Okay, so I'm going to share. I don't know if I'll be able to screenshot. I might try on my computer and just kind of fingers crossed that it doesn't glitch out. Let's see if this works. Do I want to even try this? Okay, I actually don't even think I want to try this. Maybe I'll do, no, I need to do it on here. Okay, we're going to try, then I'll have to get somebody else to screenshot me. Okay, my dinosaur computer's thinking. Just bear with me. First thing on Marie's new present for the New Year list is a new computer. So, yes. And actually, Megan, I'm probably going to ask you about your mess I wanted this between a pro and a air. Okay. Really hope this is going to work. Looks like it is. I'm just going to go to it before I screen share so that it's set up. Okay. Mm-hmm. Sorry, it's thinking. I feel like our team calls wouldn't be the same without technical difficulties, so we just okay, Ron, am I totally frozen? No, I'm good.
You're good now.
Okay, I'm good now. What I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to hold up Brandon's computer for you guys because you have access to this actually in the Boomerang coach cover photo. I did upload the new link. And so, oops. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, I'm gonna have to do this and it's gonna work. So you can see this is our new coach training. This is what it's gonna look like. You guys, just gonna thumbs up. Good, Jill, thanks. Okay, so this is like for you guys when you go into training. You'll notice that there's a phase 1 folder and there's a phase 2 folder. Okay, so we just have every single post for phase 1, each day separated for phase 1 and phase 2. So you guys will have access to all of this. What does this mean for you? It means no matter what stage you are at as a coach, you, if you want to, can run your own training, access to all of this. So you don't have to worry about creating it for yourself. It's already made. If you want to run it in a different way, if you want to run 1, 2, or you running, whatever you want with it. It's your own.
Frozen.
Sorry. Ish? Oh, here, hold on. I'm very robot-y. Oh, no. Okay. Good now?
Better now.
Okay, sorry. Okay, did you guys hear anything that I said?
No. You sounded like you were underwater.
Oh, you sound like you're in a tin can. I am a robot. Okay, let's see if I can do this again. I'm gonna let you guys, can you see that?
Frozen.
We could see the computer, Marie. We just didn't hear what you said after.
Although, can you guys hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, sorry. Man alive, technical difficulties. I'm gonna have to look and see if there's a better video conferencing site because I feel like Zoom has been kind of glitchy lately. So all that I was saying about that. Oh, am I still frozen? Okay. All I was saying about that is that we've created an individual folder for the phase 1 and an individual folder for phase 2. Okay, so you have every single post from each day for those 10 days. And then also, I didn't show you on there, but you guys can look through, go to the cover photo whenever you have time. Go peek through it and go check out the 5 steps as a new coach, the new coach questionnaire, and then there's also steps to signing up a coach. So literally every single step is laid out for you. There are no more questions. So when somebody's like, hey, I'm interested in coaching, I want to sign up and I want to do T25, you can be like, sweet, here's this document, boom, and it says exactly what they need to do, how they need to get reimbursed, the W8 Ben form, an example of the W8 Ben form, all of that. So in 5 easy steps. And then after you send that to them and they're all signed up and everything's sent in, then you have a questionnaire which will let you know if they're a discount coach or if they want to work it as a business. Sweet. You get the questionnaire back, which you're going to have to tell them, by the way. People haven't been understanding this, but they have to make a copy of it because it's a Google Doc. So they have to make a copy of it or download it and then fill it out and resend it. I've had a lot of my challengers are like, I can't access it. You have to give me permission. I'm like, no, you have to make a copy. But anyways, so you guys are going to have all the steps for signing up as a coach, getting reimbursed, for them to figure out their coach ID and get, what was the last thing? Anyways, all that jazz, set in the W-8 bend form and get their bank management set up. And then the next thing is the questionnaire that we made. And then the third thing is 5 steps as a new coach. So it has a new coach call from Kim Carr. It's super awesome. It has the first 30 worksheet. It has some of the terminology. And I think it has a podcast we put on there by Shalene Johnson on Network Marketing. Anyways, it's just 5 easy steps as a coach, the first 5 things you should do. And from there, they should be super ready to go into phase 1 and phase 2 of the training. So it's awesome, and I'm super excited to implement it because now we have this streamlined Boomerang training, and we can help our people out more effectively and faster, and nobody has to be like, I don't know how to share the coaching opportunity, right? This is for us. This is for everybody on this team to use as they wish. And if you want to do it, when we run it as a big team and just have a big team training once a month kind of thing, 100% we can do that. But if you're going to be in there and have new coaches in there, you just have to be supporting them and participating is all I ask. And that's the only thing. Are there any questions about that with the phases and stuff like that? Nada? Are you guys kind of excited about it? I'm okay. Yes? We're good?
I have a question.
Let's hear it.
I have a question. Super excited. Thank you very much for doing that. It's going to I can't wait to use it and see how it goes. But what did you say about them you went all robot-y right after you said if they can't access the document for the questionnaire to cut and paste it, or? Oh,
yes. Sorry. So everybody can access it, but because it's a Google Doc, I've had a lot of challengers who, I don't know if it's me. Okay, sorry. I've had a lot of challengers who have been like, I can't access the Google Doc, but they can. They have to make a copy of it or download it. They're trying to edit the actual copy. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure you tell your people to download it or make a copy. Then they fill it out, save it, and send it back. So once you explain that to people, they usually get it pretty easily. But for anybody that doesn't really use Google Docs very often, I get it, how it could be kind of confusing. I'm obsessed with Google Docs and Google Drive. I save all my shit on there now, especially because my computer is, it's old and.
And I'm starting to use it. It's the difference between the PC and the Mac. I went to school with a PC. I'm learning to use a Mac. I went to school with Word, and now I'm learning to use Google Docs. So I'm figuring it out slow but sure, but I appreciate it.
That's super fair. The one thing I will say though, if you don't already use Google Docs, or if you do and you haven't really used it for your coaching business, the best thing you can do for yourself, especially if you've got links and stuff like that, I can even just show you mine really quickly. I use it honestly almost daily. When I was in Asia for 9 weeks and working my Beachbody business from Asia, I literally relied on having this. I call it my messaging interested challengers, but it's so much more than that. Where are you? Okay, so this is all of my links, my main links. So I've got my coach story video, how to make a free account on Beachbody, a Beachbody on demand free account, how to update to the all access, my coach application form, challenge application form, Dear Doctor, Shaco letter, my Core to Force blog post, all of these things on here. And then I have also my scripts. And so I totally recommend, as a new coach starting out, I totally recommend that you create for yourself some scripts because it will make your life easier. That being said, I don't think that you should try and script everything because then it gets a little bit robotic and people can read through that super easily, right? So always before you send a message, just think, if I receive this message, how would I feel about it? That's all you got to do. You just got to be if I was on the receiving end, would I feel okay about this, or would I feel like I was a number on a list? Right? And that's not what we're about. So I use scripts for when somebody says, what is your fit community about? What is self-love club about? I have a script for both of those because they're a little bit different. I have a script for the sign-up process once somebody's ready to order a challenge pack, and I just change, it has 21-day fix in there, but I just change it to whatever they're ordering. And then I have a script for That's pretty much it. Oh no, I have a script for my new email. When I get new email customers on the Beachbody website, once you guys hit Emerald, you start getting free leads from Beachbody, which is super sweet. And you can start getting coach leads and stuff too. And so I have a new email, and I also have a new friend accept message that I have as a script, but that's it. Like everything else I just go into as a conversation, and because I've practiced it so much over the last 2 years, a lot of things just kind of come naturally. Somebody says, hey, what's this 21 day fix all about? Well, I can bang off all the information about 21 day fix right off the bat, right? And you guys will be able to too. One other thing I want to add to this video, especially because it is being recorded, you can actually save the FAQ to your home screen. And I can't remember, I feel like, Roz, you could probably write this into the comments, the chat to do it, but I just have the FAQ right there. And so it's literally the Beachbody website FAQ. If I'm ever like, oh crap, how much is the PIO challenge pack versus T25? I can just really quickly go and check. Or, oh, I don't remember the qualifications for hitting diamond this year or something, like anything. You can just, it's just like a little version of FAQ, and it's super handy. I think all you do is copy the link, don't you? And then you press save to home screen. Okay, you're gonna walk everybody through. Sweet. Thank you for that. Roz is techie. You want to just do that right now?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Does everybody have their phones? Hi. Does everybody have their phone? Okay. So all you have to do is go into Safari. Can you see this good there? Just wait. It's really hard to see. I don't know if you can see it or not. So if you go and you just, I don't know if this is too bright.
Back it up a bit. Just back it up.
Oh, that's it. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just too bright. Oh, little battery. Okay, so go into Safari or your internet. Then just type in Beachbody FAQ. Beachbody.
Who's having a party? Is that you?
Yeah, I'm in the grocery. Super early party over here. Okay, so then the Beachbody FAQ comes up, and it's just the one that says just straight Beachbody FAQ. For me, it comes up as the second one down. So just click that. Loading. And then you're going to get a screen that comes up that kind of looks like this. And all you have to do is click this little box with the arrow coming out of it. So you click that. And then at the bottom, along here, all these come up. So then you just want to go to the one that says add to home screen. And then you click that. And then it's going to just ask you what you want to title it and whatnot. And then you just click add. And that way, anytime you want to go to it, you just have to click, and then it brings up the entire FAQ right there. There you go. Okay, I'm going back muted.
Okay, deal. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. Okay, so new coach training launches January 18th. You guys have the FAQ on your home screen if you need it, because that's super handy for questions and stuff. Are there any specific questions about the actual training itself before I go into kind of coach invites? Everybody's okay on it? Obviously, you can always reach out, and obviously you can always post in the group. So it's not like this is a one and done type thing, right? We're our sweet little Boomerang family. I'm just so happy that we have each other, and I'm so grateful for every single one of you guys. Okay, so really quickly, I just want to talk about, before we kind of cut it off, I don't want to keep you guys too long. A few of you in here have mentioned lately that inviting to coaching you're finding a little bit difficult. And that is so normal, and it's so natural. But here's the thing. When you first started coaching, you probably found inviting to challenges even a little bit uncomfortable, right? Because you're not really used to being on the other side of being the person with the information. And I know that that can kind of be a little bit challenging, because that now somebody else is looking to you and could question you, and it's kind of like an ego thing almost, where we don't want to be wrong, right? We're scared of failure. We don't want to be wrong and all this stuff. So all I have to say about this is it does get so much easier with time, but just like anything, you have to practice it and you have to work at it, right? So whether that's like making a master list of 50 people that you think would be bomb-ass coaches on our team that would totally jive with this, and you send out a message to 2 of those people every day, like whatever works for you and whatever is going to make you do it in small enough chunks. I'm all about chunking down these days. If you guys watched my video and our team page the other day about time blocking, I got that from Lori Harder's podcast, and I'm so excited about it. I just started implementing this week. I have my little like time block sheet on the wall here, and although I'm not going to be teaching very much longer, only till the end of January, and I'll change it up, it has been really effective so far, because I look at it and I'm like, oh, Tuesday 8:30 p.m. team calls. Tomorrow and Thursday I have booked 9:30 p.m. read in bed both nights. Like, I would never have booked that in otherwise, right? But I'm super excited about having these things blocked off, because it's almost like, no, I can't meet you for coffee, or no, I can't do this thing because I'm actually already busy. And it doesn't matter what you're busy with, you're busy. You've scheduled time with yourself, right? You've scheduled time for your business. So a couple ideas maybe that I can give you. I should have probably written these down, but I'm just going to go off the top of my head. A couple ideas and things to think about when you are inviting people to coach. And something that really got me out of the headspace of like, I don't want to be salesy and I don't want to like recruit people. I used to think recruiting was a dirty word. I was like, ugh, I don't want to go for numbers. This is not who I am. But I want you guys to see that recruitment is actually such a beautiful thing. Like, just for a second, ask yourself this question. And I think Roz shared it on her team call, and I probably shared it in the coach group again, but it was really the most powerful moment for me at Summit this last year, was when Ali Upham asked the crowd, she said, where would you be without Beachbody? What would your life be like without Beachbody? And I just broke down crying. I honestly couldn't even handle it. I couldn't even answer it. When we did our little group chat afterwards, everybody was sharing, and I couldn't share my answer because I was so emotional about it. Because without Beachbody, I would be depressed on a full-time teaching contract. I would still be 15 pounds heavier. I would still have IBS. I would still be super in debt. I wouldn't have traveled to Asia. Like all these things. Brandon and I wouldn't have read PD. I would still be having anxiety attacks. Like, this is very real for me. And whatever your story is, I want you guys to really think, where would I be without Beachbody? If tomorrow Carl Deichler called you and he said, sorry, it's been a good run, you can't have any of it anymore. You can't have Shaco. You can't have access to the workouts. Your community, it's done. You have no access to those people. What would your reaction be? For any of you, I would think it would be, well, that sucks. No, thank you. I would like to stay, right? And it doesn't matter if you've been a coach for a month or if you've been a coach for 2 years or 10 years. This opportunity just continues to present growth opportunities. And it's so sneaky because it's a business, but it's a business in which you get to become the best version of yourself. And I don't know another job that does that for you. Like, it's just so, it's almost like insidious in a really good way, if that's possible. If you guys feel me on that one. So when you are presenting this, I'm bringing this up because when you're presenting the coaching opportunity to other people, even if you feel like you don't know anything about it, you know so much more than those people that are asking about it. So you just have to give them what you know about it, right? You're still learning. I'm still learning every single day, right? And I think that that's a great thing. I think that the day you stop learning, you start dying. So I'm continuing to learn. I think it's super important. And when I offer the coaching opportunity to somebody, I no longer offer it to every single person because I try to think, would this person fit with our team culture? Would this person fit with our team vibe? And that's not to say that I pass judgment per se, but if I know that somebody is posting like sassy, the sassy Facebook, like political religious rants, and you're just like, whoa, I don't need to be part of that, unfollow. I'm not going to reach out to that person and be like, you'd be a great fit on our team. You should try. Like, no, I don't want that negativity. That's actually just more headache for us and more headache for me to try and train that person and get them to coach than anything. So the people that I'm looking for are the people that join challenge groups, the people that post on Facebook and they're like, hey, does anybody know about a sweet part-time job? I'm looking for another one. Hey, just saw your post. This is super random, but have you ever considered coaching as a part-time job? It's super flexible. Let me know. We can chat. Boom. That's it. Okay. Or if I see somebody that posts on Facebook and they're like, I just started my fitness journey. I'm super excited. So happy to be back at spin class and lifting weights again. I might message them and be like, hey girl, I just wanted to reach out and say that's so awesome. And I'm proud of you for posting on social media and staying accountable to your fitness goals. If you ever want to chat healthy recipes or whatever, reach out and message me. I'd be more than happy to connect. And I don't know if you've ever considered coaching, but you kind of seem like you have a good vibe, and would you ever consider it? It doesn't have to be complicated. You just have to be a person, right? You just have to be you. You just have to reach out and you just have to offer it. And the more you offer it, the easier it gets. I now have no problem. If I meet somebody, I'll be like, man, you seem like you'd be a sweet coach. Have you ever considered it? And they're like, well, what's that? And then I can talk about it. And because I've talked about it so many times in person with people, I feel comfortable doing it. But until you do that and until you try and kind of stumble through and get uncomfortable a little bit, you're not going to feel comfortable with it. Does that make sense? It's like anything. And then the last thing I want to say about it, to tie it all together, and why I brought up If You Got Beachbody Taken Away Tomorrow, is because when I think about giving the coaching opportunity, I honest to God think about it as like a gift. I think I get so excited. And actually, it's like a double-edged sword. I get so excited, and then I get so sad when people don't see their own potential and they deny it, or they don't understand why it would be a good fit for them. But when somebody, you can tell that it would benefit their life so much, because it would benefit so many people's lives. When you can tell that it would benefit somebody's life and they take the risk and the chance and they say, actually, yes, I trust you, let's try this. It is such a cool feeling. You get to have a hand in helping somebody make a decision to better their lives, right? When every single one of you guys said yes to coaching, that was like Christmas morning for me. Like, that's what it feels like, you know. And then the more you pass it on, you're going to experience it too. And if you're not even quite an Emerald coach yet and you're like, I don't really know what you're talking about, that kind of seems like out of reach, or maybe you're exaggerating, you'll see. You'll stick with it and you will see. But I want to leave it at that. If there are any questions, I'm just going to open the last 5 minutes up here for questions or comments about new training, or specific questions about recruiting, coaching, or people for coaching, scripts, that kind of thing. Does anybody have any questions at all? So just have to unmute yourself.
Make your block schedule.
Oh, yes.
In Excel.
No, I did it on, I'm going to show it to you. I am such a pen and paper person, obsessed with pen and paper.
And do you do it weekly? Like, you make a new one every week then?
I didn't. So I'll show you guys what I do. It's very advanced. For my scheduler, I use this little thing. It's called Notes. Super advanced, like I said. And I literally write down the days and I add things, and when the day's over, I just delete. And so I have everything from now until next September long. I have all of my important dates. And the beauty about Notes is that it syncs with your Gmail or your whatever account you have. So if my phone for some reason ever got lost or whatever, I could access my calendar, my Notes schedule on my email. So I'm not too concerned about it, and I'm not going to lose my phone. But what I did though is for my everyday non-negotiables for right now, I just did this. And so I've got my every single morning from 6 till 8, I do my miracle morning, put up the group post, and I have 20 minutes for project time. So I'm doing a new contact list, I'm creating content, I'm doing whatever that 20-minute block is. I'm trying that out instead of messages before school. And then 8:30 till 12:30, I have to be at school. I'm teaching then, right? 1:30 till 3, I have messages and new invites. I'm scheduled in, I'm doing that. And then I've got other things like going live. I went live this Monday at 3, and it was kind of a bust. So I'm thinking, and then I actually found this thing on Pinterest, and it was the worst days to go live are Monday afternoons. So probably going to change that date. And I'm probably going to do I'll do Thursdays at 3 and then Saturdays at noon, because I think Saturdays have been my most successful live video days. But that's the thing. You just have to try. Just try different things and try stuff until it works for you. So Michelle, that time blocking, this one I'm going to play with. It looks pretty now, but I'm going to change it probably within the week. So you just have to fiddle with things until they work.
I'm trying to time block, but I feel as soon as something doesn't happen, my day's almost written off, and I just can't get everything into one day.
You can, but make sure that you're doing are you talking about business wise or just everything wise?
Business.
So when you guys are looking at your power hour and you're I don't have time today, I'm tired, I'm stressed, I'm whatever, we all have those days. I'm just in the process of making a new daily schedule for myself for my actual power hour items. But at the very, very least, if you can't do a full power hour, if you can put up one post of value, if you can answer messages, and if you can send out 3 to 5 new invites, that's it. If you do those 3 things in a day, okay, and maybe we'll add new friends. But if you can't, just put up one post, answer your current messages, and invite 3 to 5 new people, that you'll be golden, because you'll constantly have a stream of people to talk to. If you don't get to check your Coach Online office for a couple of days, it's not the end of the world. If you don't get to put up 3 posts instead of 1, it's not the end of the world, right? But the consistency thing happens with answering messages and sending out those new invites, because that's huge. Yeah. Does anybody else have any other questions?
I don't have any questions, but one of the things that my daughter taught me was Hootsuite. I was telling you about that. Mm-hmm. And it's been huge. So now on Sundays, I spend a couple hours and I do all my posts for the wellness page for the whole week on the Sunday and schedule it, so I don't have to worry about it now. And it's so much easier.
I love that so much. I actually used to use Buffer when I was teaching. Like the first year I was coaching, I was like a stupid chicken with its head cut off because I was working 4 jobs. Don't do that, anybody. But I was using Buffer, and same thing. I would just spend like 2 hours on a Saturday, buffer all my posts for my challenge group, and then you could check in whenever. Like if you're peeing or something, you'd be like, oh, this is the only time I have. Like check to make sure the post went up. And
exactly.
People, yeah.
That's so now I'm doing it for my challenge group. This what I have going now, and so I'm doing the same thing now. So then you're not scrambling trying to think, what am I going to write?
Yeah,
you can take your time, think of it properly, and then post it.
Well, and you can copy and paste those into a document too, right? And say like, these are my.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that'll make it way easier, and so you don't have to keep. And I have I would put a folder for the photos, so you can just drag that photo or whatever, and then I would make a Word document for the posts, so you could be like day 1, 2, 3, 4 to 21, and have your copy and paste post that you've written, and it's already worked and it's effective, and you can send that.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now too, I just started using the My Challenge Tracker app. And I'm a little bit late to the game actually on that one because it was released in the fall, but I was a little bit resistant to it. I kind of liked having my Facebook stuff, and I'm finding who's all in the self-love club right
I'm in that one and I really like it. I think I might try it for my February group.
It's fun, right? And I look and I'm like, I've got 80 notifications, holy shit. But I just look in and it's like everybody's just logging their stuff. I can see all of my challengers who's logged Shaco and workouts for that day, which is really cool. And just pin that post at the top. And something that Roz taught me that I wasn't aware of is that once you run that group, whoever is a coach, whoever you make a coach admin, they also have access to all of those posts from then on too, and the photo library as well. Is that correct? So if you have somebody that's apprentice coaching, why don't we call it different things and we kind of go about it a little differently, but if you have somebody that's kind of apprentice coaching under you and they're in that My Challenge Tracker app group with you as a coach admin, they will now have access to all those posts, so they don't have to worry about creating all their own stuff, because I know creating content is kind of it's hard. My last thing I want to say, I'm sorry, I'm so full of it right now, but my last thing I want to say is something that I was doing when I was creating content for this self-love club and that I'm so amped up about, and I can't believe I didn't think to do this and talk about this before. I literally went on Pinterest and I saved pins and resources from Pinterest to a board that I named Self-Love Club, because you can find so much, everything is on Pinterest and it's so fun. So I took 30 minutes on Saturday or 40 minutes. I went through Pinterest. I created a self-love club board, and so now if I go to my Pinterest from my computer, I can just go to those links, copy the link, put it into whatever day's post that I want to add that resource to. So, and then I've got some of the images that I saved from there. There's meal prepping and different self-love tips and journal exercises and stuff. But Pinterest, you don't have to recreate the wheel, right? Just be resourceful. And I loved, Talisa, yesterday when you were like, you're so resourceful. I was like, yeah, that's what I try to do, because there is no sense in trying to make everything from scratch, right? We all have each other. That's what Roz and I were trying to do with that training. We're just creating something that is duplicatable that you can take and put your own flavor on. So anyways, I added, let's see. I added an image of it. Actually, oh my God. Was it an internet picture that they thought was theirs because they found it first? Because that's happened to me before where people are like, you stole my picture. And I'm like, this is literally the internet's picture. It's not yours.
It was a Beachbody one. Someone had made a PowerPoint and I just stole it. It was just talking about different types of coaches. And he was like, nope, that's my picture. You can't use it. So I took it down. I didn't know.
Oh my God. Why? It's on Pinterest.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
If it's on the internet, you can use it. But whatever.
They need to carry what you do on the bottom of your pictures and put at like Marie Wellness on it then, so that if I steal it, I want to give you credit for it. So thank you for doing that, because you deserve it. So he should have done the same thing. I would have left it up there.
I do. I actually that's why I started doing that, like tagging my picture with like a light font of my name, because I was finding that a lot of people were using the pictures that I was creating, and I'm so fine with that, so long as like credit is given where credit is due, right? It's just one of those things, especially on the internet. It's kind of like people don't understand that it's still plagiarism is still a thing. If you like steal, I had one girl from a different team, she completely stole my entire post. She just literally copied, Roz is laughing because she knows, literally verbatim copied and pasted my entire post and said it was hers. And I was just like, hey girl, like, would you mind just maybe changing the words a little bit? Like, it's my post that I spent time on. And she's just whatever, from a different team and stuff. And she was like, no, it's mine. Like, I don't see anything wrong with stealing it. People steal from me all the time. And I was like, actually, it's mine. Could you please take it down? And then she didn't. And then she put up a post about bye Felicia on hers. So I was just like, and block and delete and bless and release. See you later. So sometimes stuff comes up, but usually because we surround ourselves with such sweet people, especially with Boomerang, it's not an issue. But yeah, that guy was just being a psychopath. So just, you're safe. I got your back.
Okay, can I say two things quick?
Please do.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Am I muted?
No.
Okay, I'm good. Okay, two things. If you are a person who doesn't like pen and paper, I haven't decided whether I like or not, but there is an awesome little app that you can download on your phone. It's called Tiny Calendar, and it also syncs with your Google Calendar, and you can do time blocking like really easily on your phone if you want it on your phone or iPad, and you can color code the different time blocks and put them in. Yeah, it's really handy. And if you want the challenge tracker app, I have been doing quite a bit on the app. I find some people have all of a sudden they kind of just like disappear. They don't want to come back for a second group. And then I reach out and they're like, oh my God, I get 18,000 notifications every day from the 18 coaches, because I want to put apprentice coaches in so that everybody has access to the posts. And when you put those coaches in, everybody gets their notifications. So make sure you pin your posts and make sure you tell your people how to stop the notifications, because I've had more than one girl be like, the notifications are too much, like my phone's constantly going off. So they can turn it off. They still get the notifications in the app, but they're not like their phone isn't dinging every 10 seconds when somebody likes a picture or when somebody puts up a sweaty selfie. So I find that, yeah, I've showed the girls how to do that now, and that's way more better received. So yeah, just two little tidbits.
It says we have less than a minute, so I don't want to cut off talking. But if anybody has any questions, post them in the group. Love you all. Thank you so much for taking time out of your Tuesday. And actually, can you guys post below this thread in our group what you would like to see for the next Boomerang team call? Because I'm actually not sure on the topic. So I would love to see the ideas of what you need to be talked about. Yeah, post questions in the group. Love you all.
Thanks.
Have a good night.